This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, how are you? I'm Mitch English.
Andrea Jackson, welcome.
We're so glad to have you here,
Yeah.
and we are going to set you up with all your trending topics, and of course have
keep
some fun.
thinking water's coming out of this and shoot me in the eye.
That would be actually cool. Maybe I should buy one like that. That'd be
You
kind of
should.
cool.
That'd be
I like
funny.
that idea. All right, Sri Lanka. We know that some countries, some third world countries, their energy, their power, like Cuba, it goes out a lot, right?
Yeah.
And, well, Sri Lanka, the country there, actually has some huge problems with that.
Mm-hmm.
However, they had a nationwide blackout because of a monkey.
No.
Not surprised.
Not joking
Not
at all.
surprised.
So I love how they say it. It's the energy minister. So he said that
fancy.
we had a primate that had contact with equipment that caused an imbalance in the power system and led to the blackout. So
Can't imagine what happened to the primate.
it had no fried. Yeah, we hear about stuff like that. One time, I remember I was broadcasting from somewhere. Matt, you can help me out this.
It was
on Daily
Gatlinburg.
Buzz.
Yeah.
And a snake hit the transmitter and fried
No,
our
it's
satellite.
squirrels.
He said it was it was a squirrel or a
Squirrels,
snake.
because the squirrels were nested in that satellite. And
So
it
then
blew
they
it up.
get up there. We had, you know what, you're right. It was a snake
Yeah.
at a radio station that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
worked at one time. There was a snake that went into our transmitter and it was completely fried. Well, this monkeys probably, they didn't report on the monkey. All they said was this monkey had gotten close to some equipment and apparently knocked it all out. And
The
it's
whole
something the
country.
whole country had nationwide
Wow.
because of this one monkey. And of course, you know, the primates over there, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But you would think, well, maybe we should make a box or something where a monkey couldn't get inside it.
Yeah.
Not the case in Sri Lanka.
Well, I recently saw they're trying to Sri Lanka. They're trying to rebuild Los Angeles, and prior to the big fires there, all the power lines were above ground. Well, the smart thing to do is to bury the power lines and put them below ground. What are they doing? Putting them back up above ground.
Again.
Yeah.
And
It's
they're
like,
ugly,
what?
too.
And they're ugly, yes. And they're a huge
And
fire
there's so much
hazard.
things that are going underground in Vegas too, if you think about that.
Yeah, very true.
All right.
All right, Netflix.
Yeah, it looks like execs at the streaming service might have been popping the champagne a little early ahead of their Oscar-nominated movie Emilia Perez. However, previous social media posts from the lead actress Carlos Sofia Gasson have actually resurfaced, and they don't fall in line with the transgender storyline of the movie. Now, she attempted a very teary apology, but it doesn't seem to be really swaying the execs. At this point, she and the streamer are no longer on speaking terms. They canceled her subscription, which apparently she was paying the extra $4.99.
She was,
But
wow.
Anyway, Netflix has also scrubbed the actors from most of the Emilia Perez promotional material as well. And people would say this in my career when I first started. I was like, don't. This is before the internet. It's like, that stuff can come back and haunt you. Thank God it hasn't.
Yeah.
But it is a great warning for what we're posting today for
Yes.
you that are going to get older. It's going to come back, right?
But I do think that there is something to be said for forgiveness, and
Oh,
this
certainly.
cancel culture thing is just out of control. I mean, I don't know the extent of these tweets that he posted back in the day, but look, we all make mistakes. So I think to forgive is extremely
wholeheartedly
important.
agree with that, yeah.
So I mean, why cancel somebody and ruin their entire lives over some idiotic post they made 20 years ago?
And nobody, if anybody even watching this, if you could say you're the same person 20 years ago, I think you might have some issues.
Yeah, I think
right?
you're
Good or
right.
bad, right?
Yes, exactly.
You have to change.
And I just think, the stupid stuff you say in college, you wouldn't say as an adult. I mean, and so I think you have to give people some grace.
But take ownership of it. Just say,
take
you know what?
ownership of
Man,
it,
I should not have
yeah.
said that. I really don't feel that way anymore.
Right.
And
But then I think, too, if somebody says, I take ownership of it, I don't feel that way anymore, then accept that. Don't completely try and ruin it.
Yeah, let's ruin it. Make sure that they're never happy ever
I
again.
just don't get the
Sort of
point of
happened
that.
with James Gunn that, Marvel kicked him out initially. He went and did DC stuff, but he apologized for these tweets he did for a magazine like 10, 15 years ago. They brought him back, but
Yeah.
he was like, I'm back. It was a different time and I was just trying to be extreme.
Right.
And that's trying to be extreme, trying to get noticed. And again, and that's what you got to tell your kids today. That this is the thing.
Right.
What you're doing today will come back.
Exactly.
No matter what. And in some
Good or bad.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
Good or bad. Actually, that's a really good idea. Hey, we're gonna do some flash travel. AI. Don't be afraid of it. Actually, travel with it. We'll explain when we